Hey there, it's Shadow Penguin, and welcome back to another Skyrim build. I woke up this morning with a cold, but I decided to soldier on regardless. I really wanted to bring you a build this week, so here we go with the Stormcloak Ranger. The Stormcloak Ranger was born in the hold of Riften, and as such had a none too easy childhood, as you can perhaps imagine. His parents were but a poor fisherman at the wharf, and as everyone else, were enthralled to the Blackbriars. Due to such social disparity, our build was raised with the realisation that life wasn't fair. In fact, it never was, and it was up to the individual to overcome adversity and to forge their own path. He decided, somewhat paradoxically, that his only hope of dragging himself out of the gutter was to descend into it, and he joined the Thieves' Guild. Hearing on the air that the best way to obtain their attention was to make the perilous journey through the Ratway, he trained with a rusty blade he found at the Riften docks, and after a span of months, he was physically imposing enough to deal with the flotsam and jetsam with no problem at all. Once taken in, he was taught to be an expert thief, specialising in eliminating threats silently on large-scale jobs. However, he became disillusioned with the guild's lack of success, and eventually a moral conscience developed. With the war for the survival of Talos worship on the horizon, our build decided to head to Windhelm and join the Stormcloaks. Since the Stormcloaks were a guerrilla organisation at heart, the Ranger's past life as a thief was very efficacious indeed, and he soon found himself at the head of scouting parties, coordinating ambushes and sighting Imperial patrols due to his ability to hide in plain sight. The quartermaster taught him how to shoot until he could match the best amongst the Stormcloaks, and he became near indispensable to their cause. However, all this took a turn for the worse one day at Darkwater Pass. His patrol had been chasing some Imperial scouts who had shown surprising initiative and had momentarily given his pursuers the slip. However, just as they were about to enter the stream the Imperial had just traversed, they were met with a veritable storm of arrows from the rock formation above. This had been a clever ploy, and the Ranger cursed himself for not circumventing such an obvious ruse. With a shot of adrenaline, though, his battle reflexes took over, and with a hand signal, directed half his men to a position from where they could fire at the archers above, whereas he and a few others focused on the wave of legionnaires now wading across the stream. His first arrow flew with such force that it passed straight through the chest arm of the first, stopping him dead, and more followed, slowly clogging up the stream, but they were fighting a losing battle. Such was the height advantage of the Imperial archers that they were able to systematically pick off those beneath them. As our build was knocking his 10th arrow, he was struck in the hand. Pain shooting down his arm, he tried to draw his sword with the other hand, but was overwhelmed, knocked senseless and taken to Helgen to await execution. From there, your story begins. The stat spread for this build is 60% health and 40% stamina, with your main skills being archery, one-handed, sneak and smithing. As secondary skills, I would further recommend alchemy, which belies the savvy nature of our build, with an elixir for every occasion, as well as block for close quarters combat. Your gear for this build will be the dragonbone bow and war axe, and all the Nordic carved armour pieces. Your standing stone will be the serpent stone, and your imperative quest will be the Civil War questline, of course alongside the Stormcloaks, as well as the companions and the main questline. Well, that wraps up for this build. Thank you very much for bearing with me. I know my commentary wasn't the best today, so hopefully I'll recover soon. And anyway, thank you very much for watching, and see you again in another video.